Hi beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. I'm Manuela and my channel is dedicated towards creating narcissistic abuse awareness, more so from a biblical standpoint. Thank you for the likes, thank you for the views, thank you for just walking through. Thank you for the comments too, and I encourage you to please share this information with those people who can't access YouTube. Engage the youth, let them get to know this disorder, educate them about mental health. I really believe mental health is something which has been overlooked, and by us talking about it, by us creating awareness about it, we are going to help more and more people to avoid getting entangled with certain personality disorders. They'll tell you someone is bipolar, and you know it's like, oh, so and so is experiencing this. Person is schizoid. You kind of hear those things and that one you need to stay away. But no one is talking to us about personality disorders, and these personality disorders are diabolical, specifically the cluster B. I really believe we need this in our schools. We need children to be taught this, because it starts right from the family system, not even at school. No, it starts right at home. And children who are undergoing trauma and abuse at home, it's affecting them at school. This is why you'll notice certain children are branded stupid, but they are not really stupid. A child who is under duress, a child who is experiencing trauma and abuse at home, a child literally is living in a state of survival. And once the survival instinct has kicked in, we are looking at the brain stem area, or commonly known as the reptilian brain. This is once this is activated, the other areas of the brain cannot think. They cannot hold memory. They cannot rationalize a situation. They cannot make judgment of a situation. So I really believe this is needed in school, primary, secondary, teaching schools. The law school needs this. It's really difficult to explain psychological torture one goes through. Honestly believe once these are taught, once these are looked into, we are going to literally see a drop in divorces. Church counselors, the marital counselors, premarital counselors, they need to get this into their program. Take these counselors here through trauma-based counseling. Let them understand that, because many times once people are going for counseling and they're experiencing domestic violence, these people tend to give you garden variety counsel. Where abuse is involved, there is no need for couples counseling, because the victim in this case did not cause the abuse. They did not cause that abuser to become that way, to become violent. The abuser was already violent. So even if this victim walked away, the person coming in is also going to be abused. So you're going to have this dog tail chase that is, it's unending. It's just unending. And during the dog chase tail scenario, you're finding that you are catering to the abuser, because the abuser still takes the upper hand. They go back home, and guess what? The abuse continues. And these people here, whenever they go for counseling, because they don't see there is anything wrong with them. It was you who caused this. You're the one who spoke to me that way. You're the one who didn't listen to me. You're the one who annoyed me. If you hadn't shouted at me, if you hadn't looked at me that way, that is not an apology. That is shifting blame onto the innocent party. And the innocent party may cave in and be like, actually, I actually shouted at him. I think I overreacted also. And guess what? In all that, the victim instead goes back and apologizes. Premarital counselors need to get this. Wherever abuse is concerned, it is not a couple's issue. It is an individual issue. That is the time you should encourage the victim to plan their way out of that relationship, out of that marriage, because abuse is not godly. Abuse takes a hit at the spiritual life of anyone. abuse takes a huge lot on one's mental health. I'll always say this and I'll keep saying it. A person who is mentally crippled or dead, they cannot worship God. Only the living worship God. The abuser was never godly. They had a form of godliness, but they were never godly. That on its own nullifies such a union before God. You were disobedient. God requires us to be obedient at all times. Shall we falter? Yes, we shall falter. I do also falter sometimes. I know what I should be doing, but I choose to take the path that is not permissible. Sometimes I just feel like, God, I've done this before, and I did this and it didn't work out. Let me, this time let me just take the wheel just from this distance, just for 100 meters, and that's it. Just give me the wheel. Avoid encouraging people who are in abusive marriages or relationships to stay in them. You are doing them a disservice while doing a service to the abuser, as you are now being an enabler. I had a talk with someone and discussing, and this came up, and I thought I needed to share it with you guys. I hope it encourages you. I hope it helps you. And remember, abuse thrives in silence. Speak out. Okay? See ya. Thanks for watching. Bye.